You ready, Brent?
And hello, Wasatch Wasp fans. Welcome to Wasatch High School. We're in the nest on the campus of Wasatch High School. It is boys basketball tonight, featuring the Wasatch Wasps with an 8-11 record overall and a 1-5 in conference play, hosting the Orem Tigers. The Orem Tigers, #1 team in Region 7 right now, 16-3 and 6-0. Brent Martindale here with the gang. Corey Lang right now on with us. Corey, we're happy to have you. I know you've been busy getting ready. What do you see with this game tonight?
This is it's a bittersweet. It's a hard one to prep for. Obviously, you know what you're coming into as a coach going into this game. You try to give the kids, let them understand what the opportunity is to play this caliber of a team and this kind of talent. It's a statement way. How do you want to go out? How do you want to come in and just try to compete, or do you want to make a statement of yourself and be like, look, I can play just as good as any of these guys, and try to make a statement for yourself? And as a competitor and as an athlete, that was always the challenge, that I would leave myself. And as a coach, that's what I would always try to challenge the team. Like, this is your statement night to try to show that you can hold with the big dogs. And obviously that is a big challenge with the depth of Orem's team. Obviously their record, they're good.
Yeah.
And so it should be a really fun night of basketball, if anything. You just watch this kind of game, and we're live in the nest. Always fun to be home.
Also with us here is Ken Purdy. And Ken, we were just talking a little bit about how good Orem can be. And yet Wasatch has shown some strengths here in the last few games, most definitely growing as a team.
Athletic ability. We've talked about how much we like coach's philosophy. Coach McClure's, kind of his dynamics. They run the ball, they move the ball well, we shoot well from the outside, but we are also kind of victims, man. When we're not dumping them in, it's a long night for us, and this is a big physical team. So I'm interested to see what Coach McClure has, the kind of dynamics. And I want to apologize for being a little bit late. I got to meet the great grandparents of the Bankies.
And you were on screen there for a minute, so
I'm telling you, what a cool couple, and if there's not a testament how cool this thing is. They live back east,
Michigan,
get to watch every one of their games. So they even forgave me for calling Carson Peyton.
Well,
they said they laughed about it and teased him. So
I'd be lying if I said you were the only one that did that. So. Well, and, what a family and what a couple of kids to move into this program. Peyton on the girls' team, she's a senior, and just yesterday signed her letter of intent with the College of East. I still call it the College of East.
Yeah, I know, so do I. It's my
USU Eastern, Utah State Eastern in Price, and a fabulous school. Great set of coaches there that she's going to have a ball, and they're going to love her.
Oh, my gosh, they're going to love her.
They're getting a baller.
And then Carson. Carson has been one of the, what do you say about him? He started the season coming off the bench, but didn't take long for him to step right into the starting role. And now what would you call him? Kind of a leader, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely a leader. And the first of the year, he just wasn't taking as many shots as he normally does. His scoring was a little down. And I'm sure Coach McClure pulled him aside and said, buddy, we need you. And he's picked up that role along with J.J. Siri. And now, guys, if you mention it, Nate Hinckley's back tonight.
Yeah.
So he's been injured and out. He's talked to his brother. He's taped up. So, we need his athletic ability. His brother's like, well, he's not as mobile as he was before. I was like, heck, this kid is so athletic. He's mobile than a lot of kids.
He changes the dynamic of the entire team when he's on the floor.
You got to guard him, But conversely, you got to guard every one of these guys. We looked at their scoring. Corey and I were looking at the scoring across the board. They have like 6 or 7 guys almost in double figures. So it's led by the young Burgess man too, Chamberlain Burgess. Sure, he is somehow related to Chris Burgess, Coach Burgess there at BYU.
Well, and another thing you're looking at with Orem, guys, is you got 4 players averaging double figures, right around 10, 13 points a game.
Right. And a few more right at there. You know, they're 9-something a game, so they distribute the ball well, and that's tough to stop. When you have to stop 5, 6, 7 guys. Yeah, you're in for a night.
Well, we'll talk more about Orem, of course, and of course Wasatch will be able to tell you a lot more about them. While we have the national anthem, we're going to send to our truck, and they're going to show a couple of interviews that the kids here in Sting TV did with the coaches. So we'll be right back after this and enjoy the interviews. We'll be back with this game tonight.
What's up, Wasatch? I'm here with our boys basketball varsity head coach, Dan McClure. Tonight they're playing the Orem Tigers. They are ranked first in region, 6-0 region games, 16-3 overall. How do you feel about your game up against them tonight?
Another really good team, team that beat the Timpview team that beat us the other night. Loaded with talent. They've got, next level players. We're gonna have to play really, really well. We're gonna have to try to make them uncomfortable with what they like doing. We've got our hands full, and we know that, but we're excited to go do something pretty crazy.
Yeah, definitely. What is one thing as a coach that you like to show your team to keep your team motivated when you're going up against these challenging teams?
I talk a lot about, there's certain things in your high school career that you'll always remember. And you have opportunities. You have a few on your schedule every single season. There's an opportunity. If you get a win tonight, you'll remember it forever. And this is one of those, to knock off they're number 2 in the state, just a loaded team that's got Division I talent across the board. Great opportunity that we can either shirt and back down from, or we can just meet head on, and our plan is to go meet it head on.
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all on the court.
What's up, Wasatch? I'm here with Coach Darren, one of the assistant coaches for Orem's basketball team. Coach, what are 3 keys for you guys to pull this dub out tonight?
Well, we got to get some rebounds, that's for sure. You guys play tough. You guys came to our place. We beat you last time. I'm sure you guys did a lot of scouting report on us, so we got to rebound.
Thank you, Coach. What are some disadvantages to playing away?
Oh, for sure the crowd. The crowd gets on us. We're number 1 team in the state. So they always come at us. They come after players. If we do something wrong, they get on us. That's probably the one thing. But our guys are also pretty mature, so they can handle it.
All right, thank you, Coach. Come watch the game tonight, Wasatch.
Yeah, we thank the kids. What a great couple of interviews there to get to know these coaches. An up-and-coming coach, Dan McClure, here in his 2nd year, and here at Wasatch High School, hoping to establish his own type of dynasty.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here. And then Coach Jace Tavita. We thank the coaches, of course. Jace Tavita of Orem, thank them for taking a minute to meet with our kids.
Yeah, so overall records, if you see up on your screen there, folks, 8-11 for Wasatch, 16-3 for Orem, 6-0 in region. And on the other side, we're 1-5. Away record. I mean, these guys, right now, Orem is probably the class team in 5A. And maybe even 6A. They've got a lot of talent, and
I was going to say,
record shows.
The 6A divisions on the overall max preps, they're right in there in the top 5.
I wouldn't say Wasatch, our record is not totally indicative of our talent. It's a talented team. There's also the size factor, experience factor. Gonna be in there. You see the Region 7 standings, right where we're at, and records would dictate. Orem sits atop, and Wasatch towards the bottom. But it's a tough region.
Well, and Corey, explain a little bit how the RPI works. How you can have Wasatch looking like they're dismal, and yet they're still 15
Absolutely.
in the state.
Because of the strength, especially of the schedule of the region that they play, that gives them a lot of weight in that RPI, and so they're right up there to host.
Yeah,
if they close out well, they could host that first round at state.
Well, and what I love about it, guys, is you peak. You take a team and you peak them at a certain time, and these guys are coming in, and you hope these tough games here prepare them to maybe knock somebody off in the first round.
Yep.
Which they're very
Somebody will
capable of
overlook you
doing.
a little bit because your record's not going to show what you're
absolutely.
capable of doing. And
Absolutely.
Well, we are about to get underway here, and this is a couple of tall guys. Coaches, they are tall, big, and Orem is going to have first possession of the game. That is number 24, Chamberlain Burgess, listed at 6'9". That was against Dante Rodriguez, also listed at 6'9". There's Chamberlain right there, covered well by Dante, and he scores a little baby hook right hand.
Dante's going to have his hands full tonight with that young man.
First score of the game is Orem right away in less than 30 seconds.
Coming out with a tough man-to-man, Orem.
J.J. Seri, Wasatch's top scorer, being guarded closely by Trey Hyatt. There's a three-point attempt by Carson Banky, no good.
Carson's got
not
the green
a bad
light.
look though.
Yeah, got a green light, and he makes those. So anybody here is new to the broadcast. That is not unusual for him to take a shot from that distance.
In the game against Orem previously, and that's Chamberlain kicking it out. Previously, it was the final score looked a little worse for sure than the game, but that is what Orem does to teams.
Right.
Shot is up, no good. That's going to go to Wasatch.
Get a little look on that. And so what happens is, they go to Burgess early, and he's so good. You got to drop another guy on him, and they kick it out. And that's where the scoring. That's why the scoring's so equal with Orem. But as 21 found out, he tried to back down Jacob Bulch and had a little help underneath the rim.
A little ghost-looking full-court press. Hinckley's going to drive. No call. That ball's knocked out of bounds by Orem. Boy, that looked like a little bumping going on there.
Yeah, I think so. And
similar under the basket under here. Orem a moment ago.
Two ways to look at it. You can put a handle on it really quick, or you can let it kind of go. And we've all had our opinions on letting it go a long time. You end up hurting you in the back end.
Wasatch down to 10 on their shot clock. Dante Rodriguez at the top of the key. 5 seconds on the shot clock. JJ's going to have to put it up, and they don't know.
They don't even know.
They did not know the shot clock. So,
and I give Trey Hyatt the credit on that. He's got the assignment of JJ. If you notice, he is complete denial, face guarding JJ, not leaving a foot within him. JJ was so frustrated just trying to get open, and by the time he got it, he didn't even wasn't aware of the clock.
And away ball, we're getting a double screen from Wasatch, and they're picking it up. They're cutting the lanes off. So
that's a pass down low to and that's good.
Nice entry pass.
Chamberlain Burgess with all 4 points for Orem so far tonight.
The tendency is to get frustrated, just like we saw right there. But man, you got to keep playing through it. Keep shooting the ball.
Burgess is a senior. That's one difference about this team and some of the teams we've seen the last. Pass down low was almost right to Dante Rodriguez.
It could have been a different official, but we get a big bump down here last time, no call. And then poor number 11, the shortest guy on the court, just comes from behind and slaps it, and he gets whistled.
He gets the call.
And obviously Orem coach is saying, "Hey, can I get a little I got a little direction on that? I'm not really sure why you called that."
That's the first foul of the game for either team here in the first 2.5 minutes.
So they're keeping us way out on the perimeter. We're trying to find some lanes to cut and drive.
We're going to shoot it.
They're going to call it a shooting foul.
I was just thinking, I don't know if Dante actually caught it was going up, but
I don't know.
The intention was. Dante did a great job of getting the inside position, but boy, Hinckley, wrap-around pass, finding him on the inside. That's what we saw with the girls' game the other night against Timpview. That one extra pass.
Well, and to your, like to say, taking the ball to the hole, you're going to draw a couple people, and so when that person comes to help you, you kick it to the right person. Like I said, we can't set it on the perimeter all night long. They're going to extend. They know we're shooters, and JJ's not going to have an easy night. So we got to do something to get him loose.
Rodriguez missed the first and hits the second. He gets Wasatch on the board. As I was saying, guys, that previous meeting, it was a tough night at the end. Wasatch lost by nearly 30, but for the first part of the game, it was a little closer. And at that time, Carson Banky wasn't necessarily a big part of the offense yet. And so, like you say, you're hoping that is.
Defensively down there for us, Jacob Baltz did a great job fronting the post.
Baltz is going to drive.
Love that runner.
5-footer just
I've got to have
mark.
that. Jake usually knocks that down. That's a little bit of his signature.
Jacob Balch matches up really well with the guards. Oh, that's a long three-pointer just off the mark. J.J. Seri causes trouble with the rebound.
You got to call a walk.
And they're going to call a foul.
I'm not so sure, but I think he walked before he got fouled.
What a good battle down there, though.
Yeah.
Foul's going to get charged to Jacob Balch. That's the first foul team for Wasatch. Orem will have the ball under their own basket. Way out there is Burgess. Burgess takes a little soft runner, no good, and here comes Carson Banky. He's met by a couple of defenders and brings it back out to Balch.
Move, guys.
Both teams in defensive mode here tonight. Score is low for both teams. Wasatch has been scoring a lot in the first quarter the last couple games, right? J.J. Seri hounded way out top by Trey Hyatt, as you mentioned earlier. Hinckley's going to dish out of bounds. He's going to knock it off the leg.
I think at some point, I think Nate's got to go to the basket, draw foul, get him, you know what I mean? Make him guard you.
I like looking for that extra dump, that extra pass, but sometimes if you get within 3 feet of the rim, you got to go up the rim.
Get a little confidence.
I know that's easy to say for me up here.
I know it is.
Got to get that in. Ball gets into
he
Carson.
thought Jake was over there.
Oh, he should just
and
grab
that's
it.
a turnover.
Yeah.
That'll be Dastrup. Actually,
yeah, I'm with you, Brent. That was a lot of ball, but just the way it looked.
Yeah, a lot of ball there, but definitely a little body, so that's going to be second foul on Jacob Balch.
Chance Dastrup will go to the line. Chances, number 11 for Orem. He's a lot of energy.
Dastrup showing that he's been averaging nearly 10 points a game.
Yeah.
Himself. He has a left-handed shot that's a little unorthodox, but by all indication stats, he is a great player for Orem as well. Checking into the game for Wasatch is number 3, Cash Coombs. We've seen more of him the last few weeks, and looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. I'm not sure if this is an injury. I can't tell.
We do have
so
the trainer
far.
coming over.
Yeah, the trainer's coming over for something. So
you know, and what we want to do is we want to.
Oh, there's a blood. Okay, so yeah, they're taking a break. I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
But this is just what they
Blood
call
time.
a blood timeout.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Blood on the floor or on the player. So that's what the trainer is working on Dastrup right now to cover up that scratch on the elbow. And go ahead, Ken.
I just think that we need to take the ball to the basket. They've obviously, you know, again, I always talk about how readily film is available for each coach. They know that we're going to shoot from the perimeter. They know we have that little double screen, 2 guys coming off of it. They're stepping out. So now while we got the court spread, we got to cut or we got to drive to the basket, make something happen. Like Corey said, have Nate kick it off or take it to the hole.
Dastrup will have a second shot here. Corey, in a minute, you're going to demonstrate for us your new. Oh, he can't hear us now. Corey Lang working with his crew, but he's got a fun toy.
He's doing stats. He's directing.
Dastrup hits the second. 5-1 is the score. This is a full court press. Carson Banky gets it across quickly. Coombs going to give it to up. Dante missed the little alley-oop, but they're going to call it travel.
Oh, my goodness.
I wish he had gone up. I wish he had just gone right up there.
Yeah, and I get it, but
it's not like Dante's seeing anything bigger than him.
No. Yeah, it was a little bit. It was timed a little bit. I like Cash's. I like the thought.
Yeah, Cash Coombs. The idea was great. There's got to be 3 seconds of venture.
Yeah, I would think so.
You don't see that much anymore.
No,
3-point attempt, good. That's Jax Allen. Allen,
13 points a game.
Carson Banky is hounded by 4. Orem Tigers. How does that work?
Yeah, and again, you know,
got to be somebody open at that point, right?
We're just sitting on the perimeter. It's a man-to-man.
Hinckley takes a shot. No good. Boy, just not falling for Wasatch.
Yeah.
Pretty good looks.
Got to go up confident.
Orem on a little run here. Stolen by Hinckley. It's a 2-on-1. Gets it over to Carson Banky, and he lays it in.
Mr. Reliable.
Hinckley to Banky.
Mr. Reliable.
4-2. Keeps Wasatch in it. 3-8.
Chance Dasper is still holding his arm from that foul a little while ago. Doesn't keep him from shooting.
Three-pointer by Dastrup.
Obviously didn't hurt him too bad.
Chance Dastrup, three-pointer. And Wasatch got it down quickly. Actually had numbers stolen out of the hands of Hinckley.
I like the idea. Nate's got to be aggressive to the basket. You got to have that out of him, but maybe wait for numbers.
Thrown down low. They're trying to get it down there to.
Yeah.
Now here's the name I was working on earlier, Ken. Number 12, Simeon Sugu Turaga.
Okay, I'm going to let you go with that. I'm going to stay just with Simeon, but I felt like that Simeon got a little hand on JJ's hand there, although it wasn't in the act of shooting.
I think JJ's telling the referee, talking about that
he is.
right now.
He's not happy about it.
This is a huge, big stop opportunity, and it happens. Hinckley steals another one.
I think Hinckley's going
to go all the way. Tries to go
we got
up.
one. And we got one. And they're going to say it's down.
Oh, that's
how are we doing it on the floor? How is that on the floor where we got one? And it does not make no sense.
So no shot.
If that wasn't a shot, I don't know what was. I don't know what was.
Hinckley has stolen the ball from Orem 2 of the last 3 possessions.
Yeah, he's starting to knife and anticipate.
JJ gets an open 3, short off the rim. Taken offensive by Carson Banky. That shot is short. And this time it's rebounded. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Carson Banky. Not sure. Right at the end, he must have reached and slapped. Corey Lang's back. We were talking, Corey, a minute ago. We're going to have you show us that new toy you have, a diagram, if we can sometime get a chance to see that.
Man, I don't like that call.
Yeah, that's a tough call.
I don't like that call. And then calling it down on that. If that wasn't a shot, the one before that they gave to Dasper, it wasn't on a shot, but they put him on the line.
Wasatch has had a couple of pretty good looks.
Yeah.
More than a couple, actually, in this first quarter, and just not falling. Orem, on the other hand, has made a couple of their shots. That time they're going to call the foul. Checking into the game a moment ago was Drexton Morris.
That was
and
quick.
He's going to get the foul.
Yeah, and Drex lost his guy too. He got inside of him. Drex he's got to be aware of his man, because his man slid right in front of him, was able to give that little shovel pass in there.
At the line, shooting for Orem is Burgess. Hits another. He has 5 points. 5 of the 11, now 12 points for Orem.
I'm trying to how to address this when the other team's a little more skilled than you. You have to come up with something else. So you got to be more physical.
Yep.
You've got to have another scheme. Yeah, but
sometimes it's dirtying it down a little bit.
Yeah, and it's a little you kind of get your blood of your chin a little bit. But Drex has got to he's got to body that guy up and keep him out of the paint. That paint is no man's land.
Burgess hits both free throws. Burgess showing tonight. He's the real deal.
Yeah, he is. He's silky smooth.
6'9", moves well.
Yeah.
Great hands, can shoot well. Quickly down the court, Drexton Morris is double teamed. Hinckley's got an open 3, up and good.
And that's the way we're going to crawl back into it. So I'm surprised. You know, I get Nate. None of these guys are selfish players, but man, you square up and you got a good look. You got to knock it down.
Hinckley, as we mentioned, missing a couple of weeks, almost 3 weeks with his injury, has immediately jumped back into the starting role. Boy, that almost looked like a travel.
Yeah. Nate, very well job. Good job cutting him off.
Driven in, Wasatch playing tough defense. Shot up, no good. Rebound. Oh, and kept alive. Orem, 2 offensive boards, and this time he gets fouled, and the shot doesn't go. But Orem will get free throws.
Yeah, just a little too much height underneath there for us.
Looks like they gave the foul to Cash Coombs. That's his first.
Trey Hyatt is a load. Stocky kid.
Yeah.
And very, very handle. He's a rock underneath the basket. Let's put it that way. He is hard to outrun.
Sugu Turaga hits the first free throw, misses the second. Hinckley comes down with the board. 14-6. There's 42 seconds left here in the first quarter.
And Hyatt's and Corey mentioned earlier, Hyatt is on JJ. Like, he doesn't have a.
You can tell that's his assignment.
We got to get a screen for him.
Yeah, JJ's just not able to. And Carson's going to take the long three off the back rim. No good. Rebound to Orem. 20 seconds left here in this first quarter. And Orem's going to hold it to take a last shot. Driving is Jax Allen. Kaufusi drives, takes a shot, no good. There's 2 seconds. He's got to put it up, and he doesn't get it off.
I like how we ended there. That's a nice defensive, and outside of the first couple times down the court where they just kind of really easily gave it down to Burgess, we've done pretty good defensively. We got to rebound, that defensive rebound, giving them opportunities, keep going up.
14-6 is the lead for Orem at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this. Thanks for joining us here on Sting TV for Wasatch Boys Basketball. Of this Orem high school team that you've seen this quarter?
The obvious one is the offense, right? But one thing that I'm watching really close, sorry, my mic's cutting in and out, is the defense. The defensive schemes and the trust in each other. They are doing a really good job of trapping ball and playing the gaps on the weak side. And I think that's what's frustrating. Obviously, JJ's getting face guarded and getting guarded very, shut down, but it's the others, the assignments. They bait you in, maybe put so much pressure, they just wait for you to throw it away like that.
This is probably exactly what they've been doing to teams all season.
Yeah, they frustrate them, and Wasatch has got to stay aggressive. Even if they're not falling, you have to keep shooting, keep going to the basket hard.
Ken, we're going to look at what they can do to get JJ some more offensive opportunities. What do they need to do? And
they got to draw up a screen. They got to get him. They got to get a screen, even a double screen, and get him loose. And JJ's he's going to earn every basket, but he's got to go to work.
Orem different than some of the teams that have come here in the last few weeks. Shot is up, blocked by JJ Seri. Shot clock down to 2. One, they're going to get in a possession.
And this is what I'll say.
Turnover.
I think Orem's taking this a little bit lightly. Burgess comes out. Listen, he's a fantastic player. He went up a little soft on that with JJ.
JJ was playing in the middle on that 2-3 zone. Came up and flashed a chance, stopped Chance at the drive, pulled off because he knew the dump was coming. Chance didn't take it. Didn't even look at the rim. He's looking to dump that shot. So maybe a scheme, maybe something, but that's a great positive for Wasatch on defense.
They are overplaying these cuts.
Yeah, high, aren't they?
We got to try something different.
Drexen Morris is going to take the open three.
You know what?
Off the front rim.
Drex, I like the shot, kiddo. That rebound is
Burgess.
Smooth.
Stay on the floor.
Amazing body control there with the shot. Wasatch desperate mode right now to score. They're, as you mentioned,
got to move without the ball.
Got to be able to get in and looking at what they're running right now. Carson Banky just hounded by Dastrup. Shot clock down to 17. Dastrup's going to go alone, gets the shot up, and this time it falls.
That's what you need. Somebody just create
you got to keep doing it. And Carson's the dude to do it too.
Don't let that lead
Yeah,
throw on you.
He's fearless.
So what I'm looking at, you guys, is the interview, I don't think was with Jace Tavita.
No, it was not. It was an assistant.
So I wish I could hear it. The shot is good by Sugu Turaga.
Simeon, nice smooth little turn away jumper. It wasn't even a fadeaway, just spun around and put it up.
18-8 is the lead for Orem. Wasatch has had looks if they can get one of these to fall. JJ's shot is blocked by Burgess that time.
Nice
little
feed.
payback from the last one.
I like Cash's pass in there, and Drex has got to cut. He's got to cut that dude off. He cannot let guys inside of him. And I realize they're in a zone. I'm be a little hard on Drex. He's a football player.
I thought they might give Orem the free throws on that, but was not determined to be a shot. So Orem will have the ball under their own basket.
And guys, I'll throw it to you. We're down 10. I think you get any out longer than that, you're going to, this is a team that can put you away very quickly.
I'm going to say, I just think Wasatch needs to hit a couple of their shots.
Yeah.
They're getting some pretty good looks, and right there, Dastrup hits shot.
He still looked like he wanted to pass. But
Yeah,
he
you're
made a-
right.
But
Yeah,
he
you're
made a
right.
great adjustment, seeing that
Dante Rodriguez.
There you go. And you know what? Listen. When you go to the hole, you get that, and it becomes a judgment call, Corey. I don't care if you got all ball or not, which it looks like to us up here.
And I'd say 90% of the time, the aggressor
Right.
gets the benefit of the call.
Right.
Put it on those guys. Make a call. But again, great job, Nate, getting down there low and kicking it off to Dante.
That'll be the first foul charged to Burgess, and Dante Rodriguez at the line. Rodriguez was 1 for 2 last trip to the line, first quarter,
But,
and he misses the first.
and again, at the end of the day, these two dudes here at the other end of the court talking to coaches, we got to get those guys off. They are scorers.
Rodriguez misses both. It's 8-20. And Ken, yeah, I agree with you, but I think Wasatch they're getting some looks.
Yeah, they are.
And as soon as they start falling,
Well, but and listen, when we did defense in football, Coach Coburn used to always say, listen, we're going to take away the dude. He is not going to get his tonight. So we're going to let someone else try it. And that's what they're doing. They're taking away our two dudes, and they're like, you other guys beat us. And like you said, Brett,
Right.
we're just not, they're not falling.
JJ almost got that steal, went diving after the ball, and it went out of bounds. But Orem Coombs almost gets the steal.
Nice job,
And he
Cash.
does get the steal. JJ ends up with it. JJ's going to come down. He's going to take the open three, and it's just short.
Yeah, God, Burgess kind of moved that trajectory a little bit. Good job on him. It was a nice shot by JJ, and we can't let that happen.
Wow, lots of physical underneath. Knocked out of hands of Burgess. Wasatch comes up with it.
What?
Timeout here.
Oh, Coach
I was
McClure
going to
is
say,
gonna
you
call
know
the
what?
timeout.
They're kind of giving Cash carte blanche. They're like, all right, number 3, you come in and beat us. And he was going to go do it, too. He was like, Coach, listen. I've been listening to Ken Purdy up there complain about us not being aggressive. Get ready to go to the hole. He called timeout.
Full timeout charge to Wasatch. We'll take a break again. 16 right now, 20-8 is the lead for Orem. Thanks for joining us here on Stink TV. We'll be right back after this.
I'm Kate Sargent. I'm a sophomore and I play the 1, 2, and 3.
My name's Brinley, and I'm a junior, and I play point guard for Wasatch girls basketball.
My name is Abby Winsler. I'm a junior and I play the 3 and 4. One thing I really like about being on the team is the girls are so nice to each other. Like, no matter like the age, we all just get along so well, and the bus rides are so fun.
The thing I like most.
Welcome back. Wasatch down 8-20, just looking to break through here against a really tough Orem Tigers team. Orem looks like they're off a little bit. Nope, they are going high on JJ.
Listen, I'd take Carson Banky down in the.
And they are going to call a foul on Orem, on Dastrup.
Dastrup.
Yeah.
Dastrup And that's what's going to happen eventually. Trying to guard Carson Banke is like trying to swat a mosquito sometimes.
And Carson
just takes a lot of energy.
Carson had him pinned on the block, right? And so Carson's not a big post, but I would take Carson Banke against almost anybody under the block his own size. He's going to win that.
Get it into Banke. Banke lost his footing there for a moment.
He had to step on him. If he would just turn the corner
he lost
on the catch.
With the foul, Wasatch got a new shot clock. That's a three-pointer, just short. Boy, it's on track.
Yeah, and
right down the middle, but
Nate's
just
first
a
game
short.
back. He's going to have maybe a little rusty. That's guy's not.
Burgess with a three-pointer. Wow.
That guy's
Talk
not.
about extending your game. Burgess now with 11 quick points.
Nice step.
Dante Rodriguez.
That'll go. That'll boy. And again, Corey, I'm just going to say it again. He's not in great position to make the call, but he makes it down here, so let's take advantage of it. Keep going.
Burgess
Orem
really complaining.
Orem coach is looking like you have got to be, and then he's like, well, I'm going to temper it. We're up 13, but yeah.
But I love the spin move by
I do
Dante
too.
Rodriguez.
I do too. I don't know that was a great call, but again, vantage point, you leave it up to the guy underneath going, hey, I didn't call it.
Rodriguez at the line. Boy, he's only 1 for 5, guys.
Good hustle.
Keeping it alive.
Hinckley keeps it alive, but it ends up with.
Oh, you're kidding.
That's a frustrating call.
Yeah, it is, and especially when it was down here, it was the same thing on JJ, and they didn't call it.
Dante Rodriguez is going to be given his first personal foul. I didn't see it, so.
Ball went in the air. A couple players went up for it. Dante did hit him on the arm, but it's a loose ball.
Again, it was similar to JJ's down there where he was trying to go for it, and Simeon or somebody knocked his hand.
What I was saying earlier about Orem is a team different. And just like that, little give and go flush by Suguturaga.
That zone can sometimes mesmerize you and get you running in tracks and watching, and we got to be more active in that.
Well, that's Lane's textbook running right there. 25-10. This is now the biggest lead of the night.
Cash, you got to move, bub.
And they're going to call it 5 seconds. Wow, that was a little quicker than I thought, but yeah, you're right. It's like once that's happening, other players kind of need to come to him just a little bit more.
You got to break
right?
through the ball.
I like this here. Ike Mitchell coming in. We've seen him the last couple games come on at the end of the season, and from what I understand, he had to set out the first part of the season, transfer from Judge Memorial by looking at his shoes. That's the only way it reminded me.
Also checking in for Wasatch is Caleb Balch.
And I like Ike.
Yeah, Ike Mitchell and Balch. A couple of younger players.
Yeah, these lanes are starting to come open for Orem.
Wasatch stopped. It's like they stopped everything, and then right at the end.
Right.
So another score that time. That time it was Trey Hyatt. Hyatt, another one of the players with double-digit average per game at 10. Hinckley's going to drive, gets a shot, no call.
Caleb Balch
got the
yeah, it was
rebound.
fine. And listen, Hyatt is so strong. It just looks like he just was a hard foul. And Mr. Balch, and I'm sorry, Caleb, for your name, who's a good player too. Caleb handles the ball pretty well, but he is about half the size of Mr. Hyatt.
Ty Dorius checks in for Wasatch to put another big body in there. I think that's a great idea. Let's put 3 or 4 big bodies.
Yeah, you know what? That is not a bad idea.
JJ going to get the jumper. No good. Ty Dorius with the offensive board.
Come on.
They're going to call it on him. Oh, I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I loved how physical he was getting in there.
You know what? JJ, keep questioning him, buddy. You have every right to do that.
Well.
And great job, Dorius.
27-10. Wasatch needs a stop and score desperately at this stage of the quarter. 2 minutes left is all. Wasatch has scored 4 points this quarter. That's Burgess again. This time no good. I don't know if somebody got a piece of that.
He just got pushed.
That or his arm.
Yeah.
Hinckley's going to take the 3 just off. But Ike Moore takes. No.
And again, Burgess adjusts that. I can't knock him on that. The kid is
They're going to call off that dunk, and there's a little problem with the basket. They're going to that dunk. They actually.
And who did he call this on?
He called it on Hyatt.
Up front, okay.
Offensive foul.
Well, it was a
On
little
a screen.
altercation after the play over here.
Oh, okay. With who?
Ike.
Okay.
They kind of got tangled up a little bit. Ike kind of gave him some attitude. I felt it was too much. And the guy just got in his face, is walking down.
Yeah,
What do you want, bud? And I don't think the ref liked that.
Yeah.
And as he stayed in his face as they came across half court, the ref just stopped it.
So Ike coming in right away, bringing it a little bit. So we need a little attitude. Right?
Yeah, sometimes, like I said, you got to get a little dirty a little bit.
Yep.
Well, that was a gorilla dunk that is called off. Wasatch maybe with an opportunity to take advantage.
And very nicely done by Caleb. I like how it came down under control.
JJ Sari, a little one-on-one here. He's going to spin move. Right hand just can't fall.
Come on, JJ. Those are going to fall for you. Keep shooting it.
Multiple good looks and just can't fall for Wasatch.
Keep shooting the ball, buddy.
Wasatch down low once again. Sugutaraga. This time he throws it out of bounds.
Right.
I'm not sure who. They're going to a little conference
you
on
better
if
get
that
some
ball
help.
was knocked out of bounds or if it was just thrown out of bounds. And they're going to give it to Wasatch.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Wasatch with a couple of opportunities here. Got to be able to take advantage.
Yeah, you just got to convert.
Yep. Caleb Balch.
And I'm falling out of love with our zone, Corey. I'm just going to say it. There's too many open lanes. We're standing there.
Ike Mitchell gets it to
that's a
Caleb
foul.
Balch.
That's a foul.
No call. Here comes Orem. They're going to kick it out
gosh.
that's going to be a three-pointer, no good. Battle underneath ends up with Ty Dorius.
I love
Hinckley's going to drive down. He's going to take it himself. They call the foul on the shot.
Finally. And Ty Dorius on the rebound. Let me tell you what. Ty Dorius is coming and doing his job right now.
Dorius has gotten a couple of rebounds and been a big body.
He is.
I got to say, I'm pleased with his play.
Yeah.
He's doing exactly what his role is.
I think every game he gives us, whether it's the last 2 minutes of a blood or what, but he comes in, both of them come in and do exactly what they're supposed to do.
Nate Hinckley is at the line for Wasatch, shooting two. And boy, the ball, there's just a lid on the rim.
I would go back. I don't know if
right
we'll get a replay down there, but that was a foul if I've ever seen one, and no call on it.
Hinckley at the line. And as you mentioned earlier, you guys, Hinckley being in there, even if he's not 100%, which he looks pretty good, he just has the leadership skills to help with that sort of thing.
Tico Wesley and Dorius going at it a little bit.
And I think the ref gave them both.
Yeah, he did.
I'm talking too much, and that's what he turned to their coach and told them the same thing. It's just too much talking.
Hinckley hits the second. It's 11-27. 33 seconds left in the half, but only 23 seconds left on the shot clock.
Attaboy, Jake.
Gastrip stops, and there's going to be a travel call.
Well, I like that. That's a nice defensive position. Got a little bit deep in the paint, but
Ty Dorius comes off, gets a little hand from the crowd.
Saw Caleb, that was a nice defensive stop right there. I'm going to give that to him.
JJ Sari checks back in. Again, it's looking like that four-guard lineup at the moment, unless you call JJ, of course, the big, and Ike Mitchell. Mitchell standing at 6'3".
Yeah, Mitchell can handle the ball, too. There's a little bit of a mismatch right there. I think he should take him down.
6 seconds left. 5 seconds left.
We're not going to get a reach.
Carson gets the shot off good at the buzzer. And just what the doctor ordered.
But working for every minute of it. And we're not going to get help from officials. I'm just going to say that.
Every inch down the floor. He's got to work, and then.
Yeah.
Great replay, guys.
The three-pointer breathing a little life into Wasatch going into the halftime. Guys, let's each one of you, 20 seconds. Corey, what's the key of the game right now for Wasatch?
Closeouts. That's my thing. I think they're getting beat past the ball, whether it's man, zone. And I noticed this the other night a little bit. I don't think it's an in particular person either. I know we're trying to be aggressive. We're trying to come at it, but you've got to close out and not let your man past you. They're getting past us on that perimeter, and then they just slash and they slash. They bring every cutter through. Nobody's standing around watching. And so once you get beat, now your defense is in scramble mode, and they're having to collapse in, and you're just trying to play catch-up at that point. So my opinion, defensively, closeouts, offensively, just be aggressive still. Stay in it, and it's got to be one of those other three guys on the floor.
If there's a chink in the armor, Ken, for Orem, what is it, and what does Wasatch need to do?
Well, I think Orem gets a little bit complacent coming down there. They're looking up at the scoreboard, and we're a team that can sneak up on them, but not many chinks right now. I couldn't give you one definite. When they turn it on, when they really want to, great team. I think on our side, every coach has their own philosophy. You can play you can run the offense to death. It's not working for us right now. You have to scheme something up to get JJ and Carson free, whether it be a double screen.
Well, sometimes when somebody's face guarding you like that or so tight, go set the screen. Because your man is occupied with you. If you go screen somebody, you're going to take two defenders, and the guy that you're screening for is going to get open.
And then to set up a backdoor, set up a lot of stuff off of that, and we can set up someone else coming off. But yeah, they're working really hard to get a look at the basket, and with a team like this, they start steamrolling, and it's hard to keep up.
Carson Banky hit the three-pointer at the buzzer to give Wasatch life going into halftime. We're going to take a break here. Orem Tigers showing their dominance, 27-14. You'd have to say a little bit, Wasatch coming back a little bit at the end and getting a couple stops and score.
I like the chippy, just the swagger a little bit that Wasatch has. They know what they're up against.
Yep.
But I talked a little bit pregame. This is an opportunity for you to make a statement. I can play with anybody.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to show. And I think they're showing a little attitude that way. And I think that's the chippiness that we're seeing.
Right.
I like the Orem is like, whatever, man. Like, we can play. Let's go. Let's two prize fighters put in the ring and like let's go, man.
Let it loose. Seabiscuit.
27
cut them loose.
Seabiscuit, there you go. 27-14 is the lead for Orem. Thanks for joining us here on Sting TV. We'll be back with the second half, all the action. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV, Wasatch High School boys basketball.
I'm a sophomore and I play the 1, 2, and 3.
My name's Brinley and I'm a junior and I play point guard for Wasatch girls basketball.
My name is Abby Winsler. I'm a junior and I play the 3 and 4. One thing I really like about being on the team is the girls are so nice to each other. Like no matter like the age, we all just get along so well and the bus rides are so fun.
The thing I like most about the team is probably getting to know all the younger girls and just playing with everyone.
My favorite thing about the team is just how close we all are and how fun it is to hang out with everyone. This season I'm looking forward to getting to know the younger girls better and our home games.
I'm looking forward to just playing with all the girls and winning every game.
I'm looking forward to all the games coming up and our tournament that's happening in December and just being with the team. So far the team is doing pretty good. I think we'll do pretty good this year. We have a lot of good girls and we have a lot of girls.
So far we're doing really good. We're 3-0 right now.
I think we'll do good the rest of the season and it'll just be a good season.
If this world were mine.
Hey, Roman numeral 7, babe, drop it like it's hot. If this world was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. If this world was mine, I'd take your enemies in front of God. Introduce them to that light, hit them strictly with that fire. Fire, 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 fire. If it was up to me, I wouldn't give it nobody's no sympathy. I'll take away the pain, I'll give you everything. I just wanna see when you wanna see.
If this world were
When
mine.
you ride it, slide it.
Maybe you would stop, strike, pose, and I'm with you. Everything goes. Come and put that
Yeah. 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 City going up, so you better bust. When it really wanna us, really spilling blood. Everybody tough, till they gotta go and see the judge. Nigga better hush. Remember growing up, all I wanted was to be a thug. Wanted me a plug, to get a little bread. Shoot a couple niggas in the head, still outside. I don't hide from here for life.
Wasatch High School 1-5 in region play. And Ken, some of those games close.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned earlier, not totally indicative of a bad season.
And this is a tough team to gauge by. Three or four legitimate, D1 kids out here.
And not just in basketball.
Yeah, no, and Burgess he's just the real deal.
Yeah.
Somebody grabbed me, they walk out there like, wow, this kid is the real deal.
Orem with the first possession here of the second half. Wasatch obviously needing some stops and scores to get back in this game, benefiting most definitely from a healthy three-pointer at the end of the first half by Carson Banky.
And he worked for every minute of that one.
And Orem definitely taking their time again. Shot clock down to 8. Burgess kicks it out. They got to get a shot off. It's no good, and here comes Wasatch. They've got a 3-on-2. Carson thought about the 3. Ball's going to go to the hoop and just misses. Oh,
Dante got it in. Got to capitalize on every single trip counts right now in the second half.
We were hoping the basket at this end didn't have a lid on it, but boy, there was there for two different shots.
What?
Burgess going to take another three-pointer. This time no good. Rebound ripped down by Nicholson.
Good foul on Jake.
Nicholson. It looks like they're going to give the foul to Rodriguez.
Wow.
That'll be only his second. Wasatch definitely showing mettle under the basket.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, no doubt.
But as you guys mentioned, Burgess with that short 4-footer, no good, and the ball will go to Wasatch.
There's something we haven't mentioned in the game. Getting Burgess a little cold, it does not hurt for us. But again, a team like this, every trip counts down the basket, down at our end offensively. Draw a foul, get to the line, and hopefully, Brent, like you said, sink some. The lid's been on for us. I don't know what our percentage is, but it is not indicative of how we shoot.
2 stops defensively for Wasatch to start the second half. There's a three-pointer. Carson Banky, no good.
And that's a good look for him.
Yeah, and absolutely. Dante just got that's a great
pass. JJ Series.
And again, we're not getting back. We're not getting our head around, and they're making us pay.
JJ did get back. He was under the basket and stripped that ball. If he could have got back another step, might have been able to get in front of it. But
they're pushing now, and they're looking for the open cutter.
Jax Allen will shoot 2. J.J. Seri, that's his second personal foul.
And like Corey said, it's easier for us to say. These guys are legit players, and if you overplay somebody, they're going to go right around you. But
you got to do the first step.
Yep.
If you don't do the first step, then you're behind the whole rest of
it. And I'll back up even from that. I'll give it the old Stan Young, Duchesne High. Stop the ball. Stop the ball from getting. Don't let it get that deep into you, and that pass doesn't. You body the dude up.
Allen misses the first and misses the second.
And, they're helping us out here. It's our third time
possessions without a score, and Wasatch not able to capitalize. Couple of pretty good looks. There's Hinckley's going to drive, kick it out. Rodriguez is going to drive. He's stopped at the baseline. Plenty of time.
We're staying aggressive.
Jacob Balch almost. That pass from Banky almost right in the hands of
and a lot of that went on.
Allen.
There's still 12 seconds. Now it's down to 7.
Hinckley with the drive. No good, but Dante Rodriguez.
Boy, I like it. And the arrow's on our side. Nice timeout, Coach McClure.
30-second timeout charged by McClure while Dante Rodriguez had the ball.
Yep.
So they will retain possession and a new shot clock.
You said, Brent, 0 for 3 down here, and we're going down here and we're coming away with anything. Stay aggressive.
Anything at this point for Wasatch scoring will be some type of makeup. So, guys, we're looking at these. Just another almost make there by Hinckley in that replay.
Well,
Corey mentioned earlier, the things that Wasatch needs to do so far. Wasatch, like you said, they're not afraid. They're not afraid of this team, but maybe they're a little hesitant on these shots that just sometimes might make them.
Yeah. What I like is he's getting that step on him, and he's getting around attacking the rim, and that's what's going to get you success. You've got to attack it If you try to just shoot over the top, they're just too long, too athletic, and they box out too well. They're too disciplined.
I really think the altitude's hurting them.
Hinckley's going to take the three, no good. J.J. Siri almost comes down with it, but Wasatch will end up with the ball.
There's our look. JJ, he's frustrated. It's like, ball falls right in my hands. And
Guys, this doesn't happen very often, but J.J. Siri right now with 0 points.
Yep, and by design. That is by design.
And as you mentioned, the team's needing to take out.
You scout, you know who you need to stop, and they're doing it.
And JJ has had some looks.
Yeah,
JJ's one-on-one right now. He's going to do a spin move, shot up. This time it falls.
And we're not going to get it. You're not going to get anything from him.
Little fadeaway 8-foot jumper this time.
On cue.
JJ hits the shot.
On cue, Brent. Holding scoreless, and then he come back, and that's a nice
Another
entry.
steal. 4 possessions now. And here comes Wasatch. Carson Banky's going to pull up a three-pointer just off the mark. But it's, again, knocked out of bounds by Orem.
That's how you do. You just chip away like that. Get a little momentum. Have a little fun right here. And again, I remember being that age. You're all geeked up, and man, they should just look at this and just, hey, let it loose.
What an opportunity. Yeah.
JJ this time taking the ball out, and it's going to be.
And that's foul.
Oh, no, they're going to call a foul on Jax Allen.
Yeah, Jackson, and that was a foul.
There's a replay of that.
See, but the one thing I don't like is that fadeaway.
Okay.
If he would finish going to the rim, so much better.
Great look on the cam.
Nice job, nice move.
Hinckley with the bucket.
Heating up a little bit. And to your point right there, nice. He turned around and he went straight up and into the basket.
You've got to finish under the net.
Yeah.
Going to the last minute of the first half. It is a 7-0 run for Wasatch High School against mighty Orem. And it's a timeout going to be called on for Orem, and it's a full timeout. 27-8 is the lead. Wasatch clawing their way back in. Looking at some of these replays.
Yeah, we see him shooting. I mean, it's so easy to say from up here, right? But as he's going up, he's trying to fade back away from it instead of step right through that gap and try to lay it up.
On him.
But the other thing that we have, is all 4 guys are standing behind him.
Yep.
Nobody crashing those lanes.
That is
not
awesome.
one of them.
Oh
and
my
so
gosh. You're
the result
geeking me
is,
out here,
even
Corey.
if you miss it, you don't have any help. Nobody to rebound that.
Yeah.
And so
that's awesome.
Then you better be able to get back and stop on defense because you're already transitioned.
But this is a tough team because they're so lengthy, they're so athletic. You're trying to create and generate, but you've got to have the mindset to finish under the net. Whether you do or not, but you have to have that mindset to be going and attacking the rim. You're never going to get that call fading away. And your shot percentage goes down as soon as you're fading too. But it's the 4 guys on the outside that stand and watch that just burn me inside. Like, slash.
Well, it's going to
get it.
And again, it's going to take 5 guys to crawl back in on this.
Back to the action here. Orem themselves now urgent for a bucket. The lead is 9. Burgess is going to take the three-pointer. No good. Rebound.
So strong.
Offensive board. Jax Allen's going to take a three-pointer. Still no good. It looks like the lid is on this basket for Orem.
And Burgess is not careful. He's going to get another one.
Checking into the game for the Tigers is Simeon Suguturaga.
I like that. Let's get Hyatt off the floor. That kid can do everything.
Trey Hyatt averaging 10 points a game.
God, he is strong.
He's in the frustrated.
Looking at a different type of full court pressure now.
I think he's single-handedly out-rebounding our team.
We flash in middle.
Hinckley's going to get the layup.
I like that, though.
Yeah.
Defended well by Burgess.
And you're going to get it once in a while, but Burgess is just.
Yeah, you're going up against a top athlete.
Burgess takes the shot this time. No good. But the offensive board by Suguturaga. No, I apologize. That's Jax Allen. And a steal
what
by
are we doing?
Orem.
We got 4 guys high up on the ball, and we're
just all bunched too. Spread it.
Blocked. That's going to be a block for Jacob Balch.
Get on the guy. There
Balch
you go,
on
Jake.
the floor.
And that's coming to us. That possession arrow, unless they didn't
And
switch
I don't
it
know if
last
they're
time.
calling a timeout or they're calling a
Jump ball.
The Wasatch
Arrows
will
us.
retain possession. Balch
Miss
limping a little bit coming
Miss
off the
Shea
floor.
Rua is on there. I think she's professional. I think she's done some professional games. I don't know that, but look, I mean, just listen. She's ready to switch it as soon as they get she knows the right time to do it. If she was really good, she'd figure something out to keep it on our side the whole time. Just saying, Shea.
Wasatch with another opportunity here. The bucket a moment ago by Orem was the first of the second half. 4.5 minutes into the third quarter. Hinckley's going to drive, pull back. JJ thought
There
about
you go,
the three.
Jay.
But again,
Shot is up and in.
Yeah.
JJ Seri.
Had to adjust a little bit. That's showing
the body
some
control in
strength.
the air.
Get
Good
some
finish.
confidence, and we're back to 9. I'd like to get this down within 5.
Finally, the crowd able to get into it just a little bit. Not a huge student section tonight, but
so we're a little more active on the zone here, Corey. Are you noticing this?
Absolutely, yeah.
JJ Seri with the rejection.
Yeah.
This time it's going to be a
Make him
foul.
work, and then you're going to push him like that. Give him a foul.
I believe they're going to give that to
That's exactly
Coons.
what you need to do. Is you just got to keep making him work. Don't make anything
And he's getting
easy.
frustrated.
Yep, he's super
Sometimes,
frustrated.
Yeah, they get in their own head sometimes, and
Good.
it's an extra defender. Once you start to break him a little bit.
Here's the breakdown. You start yapping at the refs when you're frustrated. You're really frustrated when you start yapping at your own coach. He's looking at his coach going, "What am I doing wrong?"
And I'm going to say what I can't say to the ref.
Yeah, exactly.
So you see
And
that.
hope he hears
There's
it.
the
Great
block
block,
shot
yeah,
by
great block.
JJ.
But I like
And
he's going
then
back at the
Coons
rim.
Came in and
And
was
we're
in
on the
active.
elbow.
Guys,
Yeah.
we're not standing around in the zone this time. We are active and cutting lanes off, so great adjustment.
Yeah, defensively a lot more active.
both free throws made by Burgess. Another full court pressure.
Yeah, and they're
look.
there. Look at this down here. Get a guy right here. Drop offside.
Broken well by Wasatch.
Hit it,
As
Cash.
Coons
Hit
is
it,
gonna
Cash.
Shoot the three, no good. And Mickelson's going to come down. Mickelson down quickly. Little Euro step. Mickelson this time missed.
And Burgess.
And
I'm telling
Hinckley
you,
with the rebound.
Burgess is going to get it.
Go at it.
Hinckley's going to go coast to coast.
There you
This
go.
time he's
There you
fouled.
go. Keep doing it. Keep doing
I
it.
just love the energy.
Yeah, absolutely, Corey.
Hinckley brings.
Both ends of the court.
Might not be the most polished guy on the floor, but he's so
Yeah.
active and so athletic that he's going to make
There's the
those cuts.
replay.
But again, you see the fading away. And I know it's so hard to do because you have that defender on you.
Right.
Foul was charged
But
to Trey
man, if you
Hyatt.
could finish that underneath the rim, that ball goes in and you get the and one.
Hyatt's been given his third personal foul.
Nice job coming off an injury. He's going to be sore tomorrow. Probably, I know he wanted to come back against Orem. You did not have enough time to warm it up. And, and Nate's warming up a little bit. Been out for a few games. JJ's breaking out a little bit.
Trey Hyatt needs to come out of the game with 3 fouls. 2:30 left in the third quarter. Hinckley hits the first and hits the second. Now they're going to say Nate Hinckley was stood on the line.
Man,
Boy, that's unfortunate. But still, right now, the run for Wasatch. Down 18 at one point, down 10 now. 2:26 left here in the third quarter.
this game a lot closer than I'm assuming Orem. I like him to front that, but
And the referees
come
are
on,
going to
dude.
call a little problem here with,
Our
I'm not
lights.
sure if it's the lights or, and I just don't know
That's-
how
yeah.
that happens. How we
Was that
have,
a student or that
It's the upper.
makes
yeah,
me
it was
mad?
right over there.
Why do we have that there?
Why do we have light switches that can be on and off by anybody? In the
anybody.
crowd? It just doesn't make sense to me. And I know it's hard, but so
Front that. Got to front that. Got to front that.
JJ Seri, yeah,
Yep,
they're
yep.
going to
Yeah,
call the
yep.
foul.
That's just heads up.
Yep.
If you
And-
watch that.
JJ's hearing me. You got to front that post. If you let him back you down in it, he's too good.
Foul charge to Simeon Suguturaga.
And he just has his hands up, lets the body get in the position, plays in front.
Tom.
Wasatch breaks the press again. 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Hinckley drives. Oh,
Yeah, and that's
foul.
number 3 on Mr. Burgess. Once again, if you're aggressive, good things happen. Good things happen. And Orem faithful, if you're watching this, I agree. That was pretty clean.
Well, it was close for sure.
But
the aggressor's going to get the call, and he's
the
going to
referee-
if he fades away, he's not going to get anything.
Hey,
on
put
that.
the onus on the on the official underneath there to make a call.
Especially at this level.
Yeah. As athletic as you are, going up strong.
Hinckley misses the first. Hit both last time up just a moment ago.
There's the take.
Nice adjustments by Coach McClure this happened. And you
Hinckley
know,
hits the second. 3 of 4 for Hinckley
That
in the last minute.
that defensive pressure takes a lot of energy, and so sometimes you come down the offensive end, you'll gassed out. But
I heard one of you, if not both of you, mention a moment ago that Orem might have been overlooking Wasatch.
yeah,
And, you know, we were talking about chinks in the armor. Maybe that's enough of a chink in the armor.
yeah,
Shot up
too
by
good to give
Burgess.
him that, JJ.
Yeah,
Too-
can't give him that space. Can't let him even catch
yeah,
it there.
Yeah,
You got to do what they're doing to you.
it happened again, and I think a kid just walked by it slowly and hit it on accident.
Was it that one?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's they got a security now is going to stand right by the
Lieutenant
by the light switch.
Lieutenant Rigby is going to take care of it.
That one was pretty
If,
deliberate.
if he was the kid who did it on the other side, I think
It was those two guys right there.
yeah,
Very
AD
deliberate.
and
Matt Sprouse following him
Matt's
over.
on it.
Matt's chasing him down.
He's double timing it a little bit.
But it's dumb that we have to
For-
stop a game. A good
Yeah, that
game.
is silly,
Come on, and come out here and tend your kids if they can't behave themselves.
For those of you watching, it may not have seen it even on the TV, but the lights in the upper bowl were turned off twice now in the last minute and a half. And
Yeah, you know
Maltz
what?
takes a 3, no good. And almost
hustle.
saved.
Good
by
hustle.
Nate Hinckley.
And you know what? Great pick by Cash. You know what? He's getting his body in there.
Wasatch down 22-33 in the last minute here of the third quarter. Burgess again. Wow, he is
Soft
putting
off the
on a
window.
show. Burgess now with 17 points. Burgess making up for where the others may not be scoring as much for Orem. 26 on the shot clock, 36 on the game clock. J.J. Seri guarded only by and Baltz just lets it go. And here comes Orem. Wasatch is able to recover quickly. Sugacharaga takes a shot in the lane.
Holy mackerel.
Hits his own offensive board. 17 seconds left in the quarter. Orem's going to reset and go for one shot. Up 35-22. Sugacharaga takes the shot, no good. 3 seconds. There's the heave by Hinckley, and it goes into the crowd.
We took a student out.
35-22. And guys, that could have been worse.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and guys, we brought it in within 10 for quite a while, and like I said, Brett, they started 0 for 3
Right.
for them this
Right.
half. You know, and just couldn't convert.
Orem only with 7 points in the third quarter. That has to be a little bit of a moral victory, right?
Well, they're every bit of what their record says of these guys. They are
The
they're
great replay
super,
of the J.J. Seri
super
shot.
talented team.
Yeah. We're going to take a break. Fourth quarter coming up here. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. We'll be right back.
Come on, let's go.
what it isn't. Looking for a better way to get up out of bed instead of getting on the internet and checking a new hit. Me get up, first shot, come strut walking. A little bit of humble, a little bit of cautious. Somewhere between like Rocky and Cosby's for the game. Nope, y'all can't copy yet. Glad moonwalking, and this here is our party. My posse's been on Broadway, and we did it all way. Chrome music, I shed my skin and put my bones into everything I record to it. And yeah, I'm on.
Talking work stuff here. Looking forward to this. This is actually the highlight of my night.
Oh, yeah.
Love this.
Orem with first possession here in the fourth quarter. Wasatch has kept Orem to 35 points in the first three quarters, but they themselves with 22. Burgess again.
Yeah, again. He's just a machine.
What do? Put one of the glorious kids on him. There's a steal. Sugataraga, he scores just like that. 4 points in the first 20 seconds of the fourth quarter. And there's a foul. They're going to call foul on Allen.
So we're looking for a little player control foul on JJ, which is charge. JJ's looking at him, grabbing his lip, and we don't get a call, but we get a little bump here. And holy cow.
Yeah, that's Wasatch desperate need of a bucket here. Down 22-39. They were within 9 just a moment ago. Hinkley's going to drive, take the little 7-footer. Good.
Nice, silky smooth.
He bumps into Cash Coombs coming back.
I like this lineup. I like Ike in here.
Hinkley with 10 points tonight.
Well, we're just losing the guy in the back door. I mean, that's a long pass, and I don't know what we're doing. Again, we all have defense. Your defensive philosophy is usually what you were coached and played with. So keep in mind that was quite a few years ago, but you have to sink. So even a zone, I think, you got to sink so you can see the backdoor guy in the ball.
Wow, quick bucket on the inbounds play. And Wasatch throws it away.
It's not sharp. Trying to make a cross-court pass all the way across. It's not really needed. You can bring it up.
Coach McClure is going to call
He's seen enough.
He has no advantage on this end, and you're trying to throw it all. If he's in the middle of the floor, I get it. Kind of lead him out.
Right.
Bring it up the ball up the middle, but you've got to take care of the ball if you want to hang in these.
No, I think Coach right now, a little animated. He's like, okay, gut check time here, guys. And they're playing their guts out, guys. Listen, nobody here is saying that they're not playing hard. And when you have talent like that on the other side, sometimes it might be a little demoralizing. We think these boys are talented enough. They got to believe in themselves.
Yeah.
Well, they've already surpassed a lot of expectations.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
but you won't want the same thing. They did this the first time with Orem a little bit, and then at the end, it was all of a sudden it was 30.
And you got a lot of dogs on that Orem team. They keep coming at them, and
well, and we talked about the RPI, and the new one's going to come out here in a day or two. And Wasatch doesn't want to go too much lower than 15, but of course they are playing the number 2 team in the state.
Yeah.
So either case, Wasatch was within 9, but now it's an 8-0 run by the Tigers to go up 41-24. And there's an alley-oop and another score by Burgess.
Just such. I mean, guys, you're watching something pretty special.
Yeah, you're looking at one of the top players in the state.
Yeah, absolutely.
And one of the top teams in the state. It's a 43-24 lead. And that is a 10-0 run now by the Orem Tigers.
We're not even looking for the cutter down there.
Cash Coombs drives. He gets fouled. That could be, if it's against Burgess, that'll be his 4th.
No, they're going to give it 12.
12, that's interesting. Very interesting. I'd have to see the replay on that to see if he was even near.
JJ, you need to be lobbying for Burgess to get that one. Say, no, I think you saw that wrong. But yeah, he's a talent.
Cash Coombs at the line for Wasatch hits the first. I have Cash Coombs in my class.
I don't know what he's got there. Look like he's rocking some Air Jordans, some older ones, but it's helping him out there.
He's a hard worker in class.
Yeah, he's a good kid.
And I believe his work's given him some time here.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he hits both. Much needed couple of points for Wasatch. And Wasatch is going to show a little bit of a 3-quarter pressure on Orem.
And if I believe it, Orem's averaging 64 points a game, guys. And so well below their average right here with 6 minutes left. I mean, I'm not saying they can't explode, but they're slowing it down a little bit on purpose.
Yeah.
Because Wasatch played a good game, and these guys should recognize that.
Steal by.
And that's a reach. How do we let that
Carson
go?
Pankey.
How do we let that go?
Drive baseline.
I
Good.
like it. See the difference going right after shot blocker and nice finish off the window.
It drives me nuts that got it. And see how that gives? We go cross court, and then you're looking at back, and we're not there.
Orem looking to be a little more patient, as you said.
And he
steps on
up.
the line.
Great defense, like guys. Right now,
I think he's saying Chance.
What are they going to call?
Ran out of bounds and then stepped
Came back
on the
in.
ball.
Right, gotcha. How's that work? If you go out of bounds, you have to put at least 2 feet
You got to
back in
establish
before you
yourself
tuck the ball.
back in play.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a turnover again. Wasatch.
and well below 43 points tonight by Orem. 5 minutes left, and our defensive pressure is coming up.
Banky
Very
gives
nicely.
it. That's a 3-pointer just off the mark. Oh, and they're going to give a foul on JJ. No, they're not. They're going to give it on Orem. So they're saying the foul is on number 4 for Orem. That's Riker Mickelson.
And he's been pretty quiet tonight, but he's done his job. Mickelson, he's distributed the ball well, and hasn't scored a whole lot.
Mickelson now with 3 fouls. Carson Banky's going to
Catching
get the
fire.
3-point off, just not going.
Very nicely done.
JJ with the offensive
What?
board. They're
What?
going to call a foul on him on the rebound.
This filler.
And again, tough night for JJ. JJ Sari with 6 points, all here in the second half. He just got his 3rd personal foul. 5:20 left in this game, almost stolen by Drexton Morris, or Ike Mitchell. Sorry.
Ike's giving us some good minutes. I like him on the Let's Travel.
A little bump by Hinckley there, for sure. This time Hinckley gets the steal, and he's going to go coast to coast.
Yeah, that ankle kept him from putting it down, but we'll take it, like you said, Brent.
30-43 now, back to within 13 is Wasatch.
There we go.
Another strip by Hinckley. That's got to be
double dribble. Yep, double dribble. Well,
what
he's saying is it knocked him out of his hand, and he picked it back up. He should be able to go again.
And that's what I'm thinking too. It was knocked out of his hand, so
Yeah.
it should be option to pick it up.
Again, I don't want to be rough on the officials.
But when you leave it up to the officials, that's
right.
Yeah.
Full timeout, Tards to Orem. We're going to take a break here. Thanks for joining us on Sting TV. Wasatch climbing again, back in the game, down 30-43. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back here, guys. We're with Corey Lang, the director of Sting TV, and, of course, Ken Purdy. Corey, what do we need to do? What is Wasatch, not just to stay in this game, but to win this game? What can they do?
Keep the hope, keep the energy, and keep it a little bit gritty. That energy up, and you just keep it on it.
That 3 ball will not hurt at all if we can get that to fall.
Couple of threes, you never know.
But again,
you got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, just
Carson
scrappy.
Banky. JJ with the 3, no good. Ike Morris with the offensive board. Hinckley with the 3, good!
And that's what we want.
There's your 3.
Yeah, we got it. This guy's got to match up
nice
here.
hook.
They're going to call it on Orem. They're going to call that
That's the pressure and the energy.
But I'm telling you guys, you look down here at this zone, this trap that we got on. We have one safety set in the middle, 2 guys wide open there. Yeah. I say you take that away too.
We have one referee saying it was a wraparound on Dastrup. They're going to give it to Dastrup. Oh, they're going to give a double foul.
What?
No,
that's a bailout. Because it's one or the other.
Absolutely,
one happened
it
before
is.
the other one.
Yeah, that's a bailout.
Absolutely.
So instead of that should be a jump ball.
As we see this. Oh, here's the 3.
And then they're going to show.
Can we keep playing that? I want to see the end of that one.
And I don't know if. So they're still discussing it.
Yeah, because they're still talking about it. He definitely reached around. I'm not saying he didn't foul before that happened.
Right.
But he definitely reached around, hooked
Right.
him, and then pulled him behind.
And that's what obviously one referee saw. Here's the
So
there's
here's the end
Dasher
of
along
it.
with the ball. He's got heavy pressure.
So I don't
see right
there's
there.
the hook. Yeah.
Great.
I mean,
great look on the crew.
Yeah, I mean it's
but I don't see the foul
pretty
before
clear.
that.
Absolutely.
Wow.
I didn't either. I'm looking backwards.
Well, if you're going to call,
maybe a little bump there, I guess, for sure, right there. But no,
But that hook and push.
Yeah.
I don't know. 2 of them saw it 2 different ways, but I don't like to double. Let's bail it out or both.
Yeah.
Well, and he kind of bailed out of it. He made the call and bailed out of it.
Three-pointer by Hinckley brings Wasatch within 10.
That's what we want to do. We want
13 left in the game.
We want to stop the ball up there. And
Dastrup's going to get called for travel.
Yep.
Wow.
And that's somebody.
This style, this dirty, gritty, is an advantage to Wasatch.
Physical, being physical. And they're going to let him bring the ball down.
Carson Banky and Hinckley up top, bringing the ball down. Wasatch within 10 again. JJ gets it down low, and he's fouled.
That's 4.
That's on Burgess.
That's 4 on him.
That will be 4.
They're able to keep just a quarter step ahead of them on a few of these, and that's what's getting them.
Ike Mitchell, I like the dude, my friend.
What does Orem do here? Do they bring Burgess out of the game?
No.
With 4 fouls?
No.
Only 4 minutes left.
I don't think so. Did they set him? Yeah, they did.
They gave it to him.
No, he's underneath there.
JJ with the free throws hits the first. Wasatch shooting percentage at the line been good tonight.
Yeah, Burgess.
I'm putting pressure, full court pressure. Extend that and start. You create the pace now.
Yeah.
Burgess,
Burgess,
and then offensively just
they're going to
really
leave Burgess in. He's a smart player. Yeah.
JJ Seri hits both
and I like
free
this
throws.
matchup a little bit better.
The lead is now 8.
Okay.
One time it
Pressure
was
the ball.
18. Twice in this game. Once in the first half. And here just a moment ago, JJ Seri with the steal. He's going to give it to Carson Banky for 3. No.
Come on, dude.
That's no possession. You can't travel if you don't have possession.
He doesn't have the ball.
So they called a travel on
horrible call.
JJ Seri as he was passing. And maybe he just thought a couple of steps before
he
he
knocked
made
it,
the
tipped
pass.
it, and he was trying to establish that.
Yeah, you're right,
control of the ball,
Corey.
but
yeah.
you cannot travel if you don't have control of the ball. If you don't,
that's a poor call.
Orem taking advantage of the turnover by Wasatch, only up by 8 now. You got to know that Orem knows that target's on their back, right, guys?
Oh, yeah,
playing
sure.
the rest of the season. They do have a big matchup with Tintview here, I believe, Friday night. If not Friday, next Tuesday. It's one of the two.
It's smart.
And a turnover.
that's why this could be a little bit of a trap for them.
Steal by Mitchell. 3:13 left. Wasatch down, but they do need to score. JJ with a 3. Good!
Within 5, folks.
43-38. And a little full court pressure. There's going to be a foul on Hinckley. I'm not sure he needed to do that.
No,
just
he
don't
didn't.
let him feel comfortable, though.
Yeah. I like to play, but I don't know if
that's
he needs
Hinckley's
to foul.
style.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's taking that gamble.
Yeah.
I don't think he was trying to foul.
Yeah.
I think he was trying to poke it, get it.
Well, we've been hitting him all night long about being aggressive. Now we're telling him, don't be so aggressive now.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's doing good. I will redact that comment. That is exactly what he needs to do.
So there is a little question right now on the floor. It showed a moment ago that would have been the 5th foul for Wasatch, which means free throws the rest of the quarter. But now the score table is saying it was only the 4th foul. So there will not be free throws.
Fellas, it's good to be home. That's all I'm going to say at that. It's good to be home.
The next foul by either team will result in free throws for the rest of the quarter. There's 3 minutes left.
Go back, roll this back in the second. I was like, hey, if we can stay within 5.
I think if you asked anybody before this game, anyone.
Yeah.
If you're within 5 with 3 to go,
yeah,
nobody would have given you that.
Front that guy. Ike. Front that dude.
But I like how they extended him so far out. He's not in a range. He's not in.
Shot up. No good. Burgess with the offensive board, and it's ripped away from by CJ Seri.
That's a foul. 5 on him.
He is fouled.
He's out. He's out.
He is.
He's out.
If that foul is charged to Burgess, he is out of the game, and JJ will get free throws. Burgess is furious.
What
down
a
at the end
mental
of the bench.
Yeah. The mental edge by JJ, just staying sharp and staying in the play and making it. I'm surprised somebody of that caliber, but we're just to lose his cool, lose his head.
Yeah.
And we've seen that progressively go as the game went on.
Slapping at the ball. I'm telling you, young players, if you start slapping at the ball, not moving your feet, trying to make something happen.
And I know he's frustrated because he feels like he got fouled down there. There was a lot of contact.
And I'll go say it. There's some calls that he got on him that were all ball. And there was at least a couple of them. So, but that's how it bounces.
JJ hits the first, and hits the second.
Folks,
JJ Seri,
3-point game here with the best player in the state.
Flurry of points here in the fourth
sitting on the
quarter.
Bench.
Seri now with 13, all here in the second half. And
that's that gamble. And they're trying to.
Come on, dude.
Corey, we're going to have to get the seatbelt for Shanigans.
The refs are trying to tighten up
fouls
the last 3 minutes. Trying to get control of the game because the players are obviously excited and energy. And
listen, Orem's a strong team, good team, but there's been. Come on.
At the line for Orem will be Riker Mickelson.
I don't like that. I don't like that call.
Orem only up by 3 now. The lead just minutes ago was 18.
That's a horrible call.
And I got to say, Orem's free throw percentage has not been great here,
and Nate's,
especially in the second half.
Nate's got 4 fouls.
You hear the crowd getting into it.
Mickelson hits the second. It's a 4-point lead. And guys, 2:20 left. Anything can happen here.
Okay, JJ.
Especially Burgess on the bench for Orem.
There it is. Gosh.
Look under the rim.
We're not even.
You gotta look at the rim.
Hinkley's drives, kicks it out. 3-pointer, no good. And Orem with the board.
Good.
Carson Banke had the open look there. Looked a little off balance, but still, he's hit those before.
Knife that. There's only one place that's going.
Sugajaraga drives, no good, no call.
Wow.
Pass
I was going to say no call. Yeah.
Finally, thank you.
Like you got to call something some way.
Yeah.
There was a lot of contact.
How much are you going to let go by? And we get a touch foul right here.
Sugajaraga with a very athletic shot, offensive board, and he still couldn't get it.
I thought he was going to get that shot. That looked good.
Yeah. Cash Coombs ended up with it and got fouled.
And Cash just dumped his last 2. I mean, and was silky smooth on it. So we need these here, Cash.
Coombs at the line. 2 points tonight. Misses the first.
Slow down, kiddo.
I got some of the girls basketball team under the basket watching Fili Liava'a. She's having a heart attack right now.
She's trying to be stoic for Cash. They're very strong. We know you got it, kiddo. Nice shot.
Coombs misses the second. Opportunity to draw within 2. Wasatch now going to need to work again. Orem in control. Beautiful pass. They're going to call the foul. I'm not sure. I think it'll be first on Mitchell.
Call that Ike on the
yeah.
And hey, if you're going to that, it's not on the shot. He was on the ground on that one, but it's in the bonus. So
yeah, in the bonus. So, and again, for those viewers watching, it is a very different free throw situation in Utah high school than anywhere.
Yeah.
College, pros, anything. There's no 1-and-1 anymore. It's every quarter. Once a team gets to 5, the other team just shoots automatically 2 free throws. And then the next quarter, it resets back to 0. What's your cue on that, you guys? You like that or not?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, I'm all right with it. That's one that I could go either way.
Yeah, it doesn't. I don't think it changes the game that much. Do you, Corey?
Not a whole lot. It can control some different possessions, and obviously you could get into a game by getting your foul count back up quicker.
Oh, he touched it. Yeah, he almost sent it back to the Orem side. Oh, I hurt his knee on that.
Hurting a little bit. So that was Jax Allen. Hit the first but missed the second.
Coach, don't make any adjustments. Keep Ike Mitchell on the floor. That kid's a baller.
It's a 30-second timeout for Orem. Guys, you're within 5. What's the plan here offensively?
Yeah, and I don't think you got to go for a 3 here, Corey. I mean, go to the basket, be
especially
aggressive.
With the shot clock and with the fouls, you're going to stop every time, and there's a lot of time left.
And here's
take the best bucket you can.
And you might foul early here, but here's the thing too is Orem's a good free throwing team. I mean, other than a few here, they've settled down, knock them down.
I might run that double high post 4 across the top and a baseline cross again and look for that first one that was there last time. Maybe they didn't see it. Maybe they don't know.
Yeah.
And you get lucky and you get that one again.
A lot of time left. A minute 32. There's plenty of time with a 5-point game here.
Both teams with ample timeouts. Wasatch with 2. Orem with 3.
JJ's loosening up a little bit. He's dancing. That's a good sign.
JJ Sari, 13 points here all in the second half.
But for sure you want to be going to the rim.
You
want to be taken to the basket.
And they're going to
put the ref in a tough spot.
And they're going to go man-to-man here. Yeah. So I hope we got a pick set up. I think
the referee telling the cheerleaders to get off the floor. And they were doing a little screaming. I think I actually watched this earlier. The referee said something to them earlier. I think this time he said, sorry, you can't do it there on the floor.
Yeah, that's their job to intimidate.
Full court pressure by Orem. 1:30 left in the game. Wasatch down 5 to mighty Orem Tigers. Hinckley with 14 points tonight.
That's who you want. That's who you want on
JJ.
JJ.
Working a little give and go.
Come on.
Save your dribble, though.
Carson Banky.
He looked at it.
Hinckley's going to take the 3. Good! Nate Hinckley. 3-pointer good. Brings Wasatch within 2.
Hey.
Man, that was a quick release.
Yeah, he's lightning.
They do that. You don't have a lot of time with this length and the shot blockers that they have. That was almost a chuck from the hip.
Well, that rust's coming off a little bit. I keep saying, hey, Nate's a little bit rusty. You can't say that anymore.
Nate Hinckley, guys, I think for the last couple of games was 0 for 2 games on the threes. But here he's hit 2 3-pointers in the fourth quarter.
He had one earlier that he started with.
And he's shooting with confidence now. He's squaring up, got his feet underneath him, let it fly. But again, guys, they're turning it loose, and this is what a game.
What an upset this would be.
What a game.
In the Region 7 and the state.
And here's the thing. You were looking at this all night long going, well, we just got to stay in it. Hey, warm the bus up. And they never gave up. So everything we said to keep doing, not that they are doing it.
Orem, you got to think, is feeling a little bit like they're not getting calls.
Yeah. I would say they've got their fair share tonight.
But yeah, I was going to say, as trying to be impartial,
but
it has kind of gone both ways.
Calls are almost like the game. It's a momentum, right?
Yeah.
As soon as they start going your way, and then you get another one, and then you get another one, and it's tough to break, and it's tough to break that cycle in your head, even as a coach, and telling your players. That's why it's almost good if you control the pace.
Yeah.
Walk it up one time. Stop. Take a breath. Show everybody in the room you control this right now. And that's what I'd love to see them do right now.
Yeah.
Orem without.
Walk it up. Take your time. Control it.
Orem without a 3-pointer here in the fourth quarter. Wasatch with 3 3-pointers in the fourth quarter.
To see him attacking the rim and him going. The clock is your friend. You're up by 2.
Yep.
Jax Allen
absolutely
drives, gets fouled. I believe it'll be Cash Coombs, given his, that'll be, if it's Coombs, he's got 3. I didn't see who they ended up giving the foul to. Yeah, so Coombs now has four personal fouls.
And Allen's a baller, too.
Jackson
Nice
Allen.
stroke.
Jax Allen hits the first.
Still one possession.
Allen himself
Minute
has
to go.
9 points, normally 13 on the season per game. The lead is 3 now, and Allen calmly hits the second free throw. It's now a 2-possession game, 4-point lead. Carson Banke has been a little quiet here
Looking
in the
for a
second
screen.
half.
Yeah, look for your 2-for-1.
Hinckley's going to spin
Good
move.
spin.
He's blocked. The shot is blocked by Allen. Beautifully.
Great block.
But again, keep going. Yeah, no, it was a great athletic play. But keep going to the rim.
Yeah, keep attacking.
Put the pressure on him. And Allen, no, it's not Allen. It is Mickelson's got 4 on him.
Carson Banke has an open look. 3-pointer. No good.
Good look.
Rebounds. And there's a foul. It's going to be a foul on JJ. Oh, you can look at Carson Banke.
Yeah,
so
frustrated.
Just can't fall for him tonight.
Yeah, good look for
The
it.
typical way. Boy, they did run that to the basket play there very nicely, didn't they? So the foul is going to be
I don't know
on
if you
JJ.
You definitely didn't need the 3 at the time.
Right. But it was open.
Yeah. And if you got your shooter with the ball in
and
it-
he's the green light. That's the guy you want. You want to keep shooting.
Simeon Suguturaga at the line for Orem. All of a sudden, Orem hitting their free throws.
Yeah, that was butter.
They are now 5 for 5 free throws here in the last couple of minutes. And it's showing. That's the difference. It's a 5-point lead.
Hey, and regardless here, kudos to Wasatch tonight and Coach McClure. I like the adjustment at halftime, and the energy. The energy came out is way different.
Misses the second. It stays 5-point lead. Still a 2-possession game.
Hit it, baby.
That's Mitchell off the mark and no good. Boy, Wasatch has only had a one and done.
Stepped out? Oh, no, it was a foul. I thought he was going to say he stepped out.
Coach could see I got the ball across and nobody else.
Yeah, he was super close to that line.
You can see Orem laughing just a little bit. That timeout by Coach Tavita did prevent a bucket.
And we
automatic bucket by
and gents,
Orem.
we do have the arrow, so Mrs. Ruiz is
Right.
doing a fantastic job
You
tonight.
don't have to foul first.
Right.
And you
right.
should be telling the ref that. We're going to try to tie it up before we foul.
Right.
Because sometimes they think you want to foul and they'll blow the whistle preemptively.
And back in the day, that was assistant's job. You better know. Hey, Coach, we got possession arrow, by the way.
Yes.
Oh, good point. Good point, Coach. Tie him up, and it comes our way.
Wasatch with a dramatic comeback twice tonight in this game. Once in the first half and in the third quarter, and once here in the fourth quarter. Down by 18. Got within 2. But Orem at the moment controlling, up by 5 with 25 seconds left in the game. Oops, we had to pause that. A cheerleader was still on the floor. And now she's a little embarrassed. Orem inbounds. Gets it to Suguturaga. He's almost knocked out of bounds. JJ, they're going to call the foul. Yeah, that just had to be a foul. That's an unfortunate, because
I think they're waiting.
Coombs was all over him, but just kind of took an extra couple steps. That's going to be, if that's on Coombs, he's out of the game. That'll be his 5th.
Hey, he
personal
came in.
foul.
He gave us some good minutes.
So here's how the rule works. When a player fouls out, the team has 30 seconds from the time that the referee shows the coach 5
And it's the
fouls.
dumbest, the dumbest thing in the world. Get your other guy in there so he can see what you
So
just
he can
threw
see
up.
it.
I know.
Yeah,
I
it's
know.
just
But they
stupid.
can't see. They can't do that though until the player comes off.
Right.
And so once that happens, they don't have
Yeah,
30 seconds.
I've
anymore.
never understood that.
Yeah.
I thought
Free
it was
throws.
It's theatrical, right? So adds the drama.
Once again,
And
Suguturaga.
sometimes it's a power play.
Free throws.
Yeah.
Of like,
It's a statement like, you just fouled my guy out. You know what? I'm not going to take him out. I don't agree with that. And yeah, just like
That is 7 free throws in a row.
it's like Coach Martindale said, they are hitting their free throws now.
8. So give credit
That's
to
been
Orem.
the difference.
That is a 7-point lead now. Carson Banky's going to drive, takes the light, just can't fall for Banky.
It's a foul, and it's just like,
Ike Morris in there again, got the offensive tip in, and as he was doing it, he got fouled.
Gents, guys, I think Ike has solidified a little bit that rotation. If you're not going to him early, he's shown he can play.
Still happy Carson tonight has Carson Banky has grandma and grandpa here from Michigan and family, lots of family apparently.
And they're going to be here for a while, so they're going to see more than one game of Cars. But
they got a good one tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
What a great game here for both teams.
I know.
Matter of fact, I think that was their good luck that brought us that close.
Morris hits the first and hits the second smoothly. Sorry,
Mitchell.
I keep calling him Morris.
Yeah.
That's Mitchell. I apologize.
Morris is coming in, and that is I'm not sure why.
Yeah, Drexel Morris now checks in. Ike Mitchell will come out after hitting a couple of free throws, keeping Wasatch within 5.
Drex.
There's a quick foul. Trying to go for the ball, and I like that.
Yeah, you want to tie him up.
Jacob Balch, that's going to be his, I believe, 3rd personal foul. 13.8 seconds left in the game.
Get 2 back in there. Just leave 2 in.
Ike Mitchell will come back in after this first free throw. The way it's looking is Morris comes in for defense, Mitchell goes in for the offense. And that's the switch that'll happen now. And not saying negative either way for either player.
No. Yeah,
but just the strategy at that point. First free throw good by Dastrup, and the second. Guys, 10 for 10. Free throws.
That is big time.
Carson Banky looking to get open, but no way is Jax Allen going to.
Yeah, there you go.
Banky went shooting and got fouled. It won't be 3, but it will be 2.
Yeah, they're going to discuss.
Oh, it's 3. They're going to say he was shooting a 3. So the foul is on, that's 3 shots. Carson Banky was able to draw the foul, shooting a 3, an off-balance runner three-pointer.
If we can go back and look at that and see where he was.
Yeah, the referees did get together a little bit to discuss, and they seem to agree. So Banky hits the first. Hits the second.
We hope you'll stick around right after. We've got Fuller Rousey. We'll have an interview down on the sideline with one of the players coming off. So stick around if you got a minute or two after.
Yeah, great game. Kudos to these guys. They played a great game. And like I said, momentum going into the playoffs, this is what you want.
Banky hits all 3. And there's the change again. Morris will come in. Mitchell come out. Wasatch within 4 with 5.4 seconds. And this is where the double
takeoff
bonus free throws really makes a difference. They got to foul quicker if they're going to, and they do, but a lot of time goes off.
Well, and the guy's just leaning back into him, and hooking him again.
So the foul is going to result in free throws. I believe it's Dastrup again.
And you don't have to call foul on that, partner. I'm not sure that. I think a little mutual combat.
Foul's going to be charged to Balch. That'll be his 4th.
And Jake's set for a little bit here this 4th quarter. And great ball handler. I think he's got a little bit of game going to the hoop too, but there's a lot
Finally a miss for Orem.
A lot of trees in there. Allen, great player. Hyatt, Simeon, I don't dare say his last name.
Dastrup hits the second. It's a 5-point lead, and all he can do is a shot up. Guys,
what a ball game!
Impressive win for
wow.
Orem, but I got to say,
hats
even
off
more
to him.
Impressive for Wasatch.
Yeah, Coach McClure got a little jump in his step. He's, you saw him be a little a little frustrated in the third quarter and just going, guys, come on, you're better than that. And they are.
At least
and we've said that.
And this is a game that these guys will remember forever. Like, man, we were playing these guys. We were playing this team, top, and we ran them right to the wire.
And remember it this
You'll
year.
remember that.
As you go into the playoff, remember it from here on out. You had the two big giants that you played, and now remember that out and say, hey, guys, we control our own destiny here.
For Orem,
Great
Burgess
game.
ends up with 26 points. And the scoreboard went off quicker than I could. For Wasatch, led in points by Nate Hinckley. Definitely his biggest game of the season so far. 18 points. Carson Banky still contributed 10, even though not as many three-pointers as he would have loved. And J.J. Sari, 13 points, all in the second half for Wasatch. So, guys, a big opportunity here. Wasatch, as you mentioned, doing that.
Where's our interviewee?
He's grabbing one now.
So
We'll take Jake.
All right, so we're going to send it down to the floor. And Jacob Balch is going to get interviewed by one of our Sting TV crew.
Mr. Ruiz.
I'm here with Jacob Balch, one of our Varsity boys players. Jacob, tough game tonight. What do you guys think? What do you think your team could have done a little bit better to get this dub out?
I think at the very end we played a lot. We played really well. I'd bring it early, and if we bring better intensity early and cut it closer earlier, that's a totally different game. And I think we.
Thanks, Jacob. This next upcoming game on next Friday, what are you guys going to take from this game and put it into the next one?
Just to come out stronger, come out faster, come out harder.
All right, thank you, Jacob.
Yeah, thank you.
Hey, all right.
Spot on, Jake. They were not as aggressive in the first half. They came out and did the second half, and there was a difference.
And, do what you got to do at home. Thankfully, a crowd got into it a little bit, and so we thank Jacob Balch down there for meeting with us, and someday we'll get a chance to maybe do that just a little bit more often. So, guys, looking ahead here, let's talk a little bit about this game before we look ahead. Once again, what can you say? What actually happened? You have Carson Banky not getting his normal points, but still Wasatch within two.
Really?
What did they do right?
Well, I think your auxiliary players stepped up. You know what I mean?
Hinckley's one of those.
Yep.
Definitely. I can't talk enough about the energy, the X factor that he brings. It just puts a spark to everybody.
Yeah, and then if I had to call an MVP, I'm with you. I don't mean to cut you off, but I'd give it to Nate. Nate was really the spark tonight that kept it. And really, when they're going to shut down 11 and 23, someone's got to step up.
But JJ, I got to say, JJ that second half really stepped up.
Yeah.
He was shut out.
With somebody in his face, too.
Yeah, and man, he played like a man in that second half.
Yeah.
Just heads up, edgy, didn't get too emotional or headsy in with that competition, but did what he needed to do and played an excellent second half to put his team in a spot to win that.
Yeah, great job. I want to shout out to Cash Coombs and Ike Mitchell coming off the bench. I thought they put some solid minutes in. We're going to need them down the stretch. So that was good to see.
Now, guys, looking down the road here, Wasatch has, and you hate to say it, not an easier stretch, but a stretch of games that they should win. Cedar Valley, it will be their toughest. They go to Cedar Valley this Friday night, and then then at Maple Mountain next Tuesday, and then next Friday night, not this Friday night, but the next on Valentine's night.
Whoa.
Is Spanish Fork. That'll be senior night.
Love will be in the air.
I mean, those are three games that if
Winnable.
Wasatch does this
and playing
they
like
can win
that,
those games.
Yeah, playing like that, absolutely.
Carry on.
Yeah,
bring it on with the next one.
At the end of the day, guys, I'm super proud of the guys. You won. I get frustrated on the radio because I know how talented they are. They do, and they did exactly what Coach McClure made some adjustments, and when they shut one guy down, someone else steps up. Thank heaven Nate's back. That helped out. But we'll learn from this.
Looking down the road for Timpview, for Orem. Orem, after tonight, they do play. It is this Friday night. They're playing Timpview at home.
Yes,
and that's a battle. I would love to see that
Salem's
one.
not playing too bad.
And then
right
Salem at Salem. So Orem has their hands full just a little bit over the next couple games. to keep on to that number 2 ranking.
And
So
you know they'll be watching this game. They'll
Oh,
look at
yeah.
the score.
Oh,
and be
yeah.
like, what did they do? I got to go check this out. So
Kudos to the boys.
all right, well, thanks
Nothing
for joining
easy.
us here. Once again, the final score, 53-48, Orem edging Wasatch High School in a big Region 7 battle. Corey Lang, thanks. Your group has done a great job. Ken's leaving. We'll see you. You can see it taking off. Ken says he has to get up at 4 in the morning. But Corey, final thoughts? I know you've given a lot of great stuff, but final thoughts, what's the road coming like for Wasatch here?
after tonight, I mean, I know it's a loss and it's going to go down in that book, but it really feels these kind of games can feel like a win as a player and as a coach. There's so many positives that you did and surprised a lot of people, things to build on it. So I think if you can keep that, don't let it get too much into it in the couple of minutes after the game,
right.
But you're already got to start looking on. You want to secure a round going into playoffs.
Right. And so the way it works at this point is right now the RPI, and it will change a little bit. It changes on Wednesdays, I believe. So it will change just a little bit, but boy, tough win against a really good team. Maybe it won't change a lot. If you're in the top 16, you get a host. Now, again, that's at the end of the season, the final RPI score.
And
Right
that's
now
what
they're
you want to
15.
get to. It's such an advantage, that first round, to play in your home. I mean, we saw it tonight. This is a top team in the state, and you held them the wire. Part of that is the crowd, the environment. You get some home cooking.
Yep.
So.
All right. Well, once again, we thank you for joining us on Sting TV. Again, final score 53-48. Wasatch showing toughness here. I'm Brent Martindale, and for Corey Lang and the gang, we thank you for joining us. We will hopefully be next for sure next Tuesday night. I don't know. Maybe we can go on the road this Friday night, Cedar Valley. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.